they serious? The popularity of Meghan and Harry poses a threat to the monarchy. Greetings and welcome to the World of Royal Staff's channel. The press has been curiously quiet as Prince Edward and Sophie, the Countess of Wessex, have been on an action-packed tour to the Cayman Islands and Turks and Caicos. You might wonder why. Because of their over-obsession with Harry and Meghan. Yes, despite all the fanfare around the trip, the press has been entirely oblivious to it. Only 8 stories, 2 of which are from Cayman Island local newspapers, can be found online after a thorough search on the internet. What are the media sources concentrating on in its place then? Harry and Meghan are the unimportant pair, as you would have imagined. Although these two have been out of the spotlight for some time, the media hasn't ceased obsessing over them. It almost seems as though they are dependent on fresh, juicy Sussex family news for their reporting. Does anyone care that Prince William, Kate, Princess of Wales, and King Charles have been attending engagements in the interim? No. Not when they can speculatively discuss the most recent untrue allegations and hysterical commentary about Harry and Meghan. And let's not even talk about the South Park episode. The media is awash in this ruthless spoof of Harry and Meghan's tabloid personalities, complete with the "Stop Gazing at Us" protest banners and a reveal-all book titled "Wag!" According to one tabloid, this is even the beginning of the end for the couple's standing in the U.S., as they are the only ones at fault. It is obvious that their star has declined. I'll fill you in while you wait. I'm not sure if Scooby Filterface has been following the news. True, Harry and Meghan are frequently in the news, but not for the reasons they would choose. Have you seen the most recent episode of South Park? They were completely destroyed in the show. Also, they aren't exactly well liked in the US anymore. Hence, while we say they are receiving a lot of attention, it is not necessarily the attention they would prefer. Who, in any case, cares about press coverage? Do they believe that the royal family's only goal is to dominate public attention? That is not how it operates. Instead, soft diplomacy is used to develop connections between nations. It's not about them. It's about what's best for everyone. Have you heard about Prince Edward and Sophie's recent trip to the Turks and Caicos and the Cayman Islands? Talk about a power duo, if you ask me. But it is only natural that the media would want to highlight Harry and Meghan's pointless pranks. It only serves to highlight how naive and dim-witted some individuals can be. Scobie's comprehension of the challenging labor that senior royals perform behind the scenes is genuinely limited. The kind of job that isn't sexy enough to make the front page of the newspaper. He would, of course, have no knowledge of that. He is simply a former showbiz journalist who is now focusing on writing about the antics of the former royals. How the powerful have perished. In relation to that, it appears like Meghan Markle is still in shock following the most recent South Park episode. She was upset and overwhelmed for days thereafter, according to The Spectator. Call me crazy, but I have a hard time believing that. Who really takes a cartoon seriously anyway? Regarding the allegations that Harry and Meghan want to sue the show's creators, they are unfounded. A spokesman for the pair quickly brushed off those allegations as completely unfounded, boring reports. Who has time for that kind of drivel, really? That merely serves to highlight how fervently certain people seek out attention. But let's face it, the royals don't need to grab media attention. Despite the fact that it doesn't always make the news, their work speaks for itself. Furthermore, it's not about the news stories or the press coverage when it comes to diplomacy. Building relationships between nations and changing the world are the goals. Scobie, perhaps it's time to stop reading tabloids and start focusing on what actually matters. They appear to be flourishing on false information and misleading rumors about them, despite their efforts to help establish safer online places for young people and new Netflix projects with their production firm. Really? Why are they publishing so many pieces of PR that are clearly paid for? And now, saying that publishers are struggling to find readers, they have told Scobie to strive to go ahead of them. Who are they attempting to deceive here? Furthermore, because Meghan Markle is ranting and bothering the public with all these bogus pieces in an effort to remain relevant, there isn't any actual royal reports to be found. Their PR approach only keeps growing more frantic, and this joke by Scobie just shows how desperately they are still attempting to dominate the narrative by manipulating the media. It wouldn't be a good idea to draw additional attention to the authenticity of the puff pieces because that would expose Meghan Markle. Just seeing how hard these royals are working to stay relevant is depressing. Several recent rumors concerning the Sussexes seem to indicate that the marriage is having trouble. Oh, the tension. And it appears that they recently hired Adam Lilling, a showbiz dealmaker, to assist them go all out on becoming billionaires. It's not entirely true, though. Since the couple's arrival in the U.S. almost 3 years ago, the entrepreneur's venture advisory firm Plus Capital has been working with them. According to a spokesperson for Archewell, this is old information and not news. I have since heard a report that Meghan will rejoin Instagram. Yep, you heard that correctly, but I can assure you that it won't take place anytime soon. She does not currently have an account on the platform, according to a source. Her recent appearance on South Park is not going to improve her situation either, to top it all off. Who would want to follow someone who is being made fun of on public television, after all? There are countless alleged exclusives in the media about Harry and Meghan's preparations for King Charles's coronation in May. Yet the truth is very different from what they are reporting. Even though they'd like to believe they have reliable sources, nobody is aware of the couple's plans. Why? As they haven't even received an invitation. They are unable to choose an itinerary or make any serious plans without an invitation. Another piece of tabloid material that publishers know will get the clicks they so urgently need. They are aware that readers will read the news, even when it is completely untrue. This, however, also draws attention to a more serious problem than Britain's oldest institution is currently dealing with. Readers and viewers aren't as interested in the lives and accomplishments of the royal family as they once were. Although it is a sad reality, it is the case. The fundamental problem is that the royal family simply isn't engaging readers and viewers the way they used to. Look at Sophie and Edward's visit, which is hardly covered. It's possible that the couple and their group are debating the value of their trip. Let's not forget that the suffering British taxpayer paid for this abroad trip, and soon the general public will start asking the same question. Do you realize the depressing reality? It's difficult to look away from a train accident into a dumpster fire, which is the only explanation for why Harry and Meghan are receiving so many hits. Despite not being working royals, they are asking for security. It only serves to demonstrate how miserable they truly are. How do you feel about what Harry and Meghan did? Do you believe that despite not being working royals, they should have security? Do you concur with those who say they are little more than a dumpster fire, or the opposite? Tell us in the comments section below. Also, Remember to subscribe to our channel for more conversations and updates on the most recent celebrity news. Later, everyone!